my dear Aries. This is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two. With me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And today I'm reading in the order of the signs that showed most support to my channel in February by liking, commenting, subscribing, becoming members and watching the ads, helping me to free up time to put content on my channel. And if it was not for your support, there would simply be no channel. So thank you so much, Aries. And this reading will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Aries, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind wants to happen between you two. It can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dared to tell the truth with the brutally honest oracle cards. For a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Aries person thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world, so you can be able to see it. And in the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I will use the THELEMA Tarot with artwork by Renata Lechner. It's a Luz Scarabeo production for the readings part. And for the oracle cards part, I will use my own set of brutally honest oracle cards, and if you want your own set, you can look at the link in the description box. Okay, so I will start shuffling your cards. When I open the deck here, I see the Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Swords. So it seems like the person wants to say, this is where I always end up. This right here, this is where I always end up. No matter how hard I fight, no matter how hard I make the attempts or try to do the right thing, this is where I end up. 10 of Swords, Minor Arcana Death card. So I call the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have the Fool and the 10 of Swords. Why we are falling on our face with the karmic Wheel of Fortune is because we don't have enough experience. So we are bound to make mistakes. That's kind of why we are here, to make mistakes, fall on our face, rise up, brush ourselves off, learn and take the experience with us so we don't do the same stupid thing again, and make better next time and better next time and better next time until we become the expert. Okay, so I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here we have Death with Death. So it seems like there's a really tough lesson for this person, something that's really painful and really traumatic, but also very transformative. This is something that can give this person a chance to really change things that is just not working. Action has consequences, and we need to learn how it works. What kind of action get what kind of consequences? And I'm feeling maybe the person feels a little bit like a victim in this situation, but we are only a victim to our own actions that give certain reaction. With the Wheel of Fortune, what you reap is what you sow. So I call the 6 elements, and we have the world with the 10 of Swords. So everything is really all right. We will be lifted up to a soul to the sky again when we are done with this work. So nothing is really, we are not being traumatized like this for real. Well, part of us are, because we're going to have the same trauma if we return, but when we go to heaven or to the next dimension of light and love, we are going to feel just perfectly all right. So they're not being it's a permanent damage to their human soul self, but whenever they come to heaven, they will be just fine. So the Divine wants to say that this is just, it's their soul's road. It's the journey that they need to walk, and it's the journey that they have chosen to walk. It's how universe is kind of finding them itself. It's by sending us out in millions and millions, and coming back with all this knowledge. And when we are done, we are expert on this universe. It will go back, like implode into a reversed Big Bang, and then it will take a breath in or out again, and a new universe will be created with new rules. Okay. But right now, this person is kind of fed up with these rules. I can't understand these rules. I'm just going to walk away. It might be your rules that they can't understand, or what kind of consequences certain action has with you. The two high priestess sometimes fails to communicate. She can be a little bit like she's sitting on her throne knowing everything, and she just sees these humans and their flaws and their failures, and she just don't say anything, because many generations she has been persecuted, burned up, drowned as a witch, and in many other different contexts for speaking her truth. So maybe you're just let them do their own mistakes. Okay. So just tune in here for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind, and what they would want to happen between you two. So this will be their most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. This is what they would want to happen between you two, and this is how they view your past. We have a 10 of Cups here, Knight of Pentacles, Hermit, Knight of Swords. Okay, so they feel like they had a very special relationship with you, like a soulmate connection, forever relationship. But they also had the certain problems. It might have been that they had some... we can go through different crises in our lives due to it's like a scheduled time for growth. We can have like a teenage, when we're going to our other lessons, we have some crises, identity crisis, and then we have a crisis maybe around 30 years old, 40 years old, and so on. And these they are crucial for our maturity, but it can make people do crazy things. Here, maybe they are thinking there needs to be more to life than just this kind of thing, what I'm seeing here. So they might have done some mistake in that name, trying to find out if life could be more than just maybe your relationship. And this is what they would want to happen. A 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Well, they realize they're going through this crisis and trying to find what's making them happy. And they might have also made certain actions that didn't end well with you. But it has to do with the karma. 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands is the eternity symbol. We try different things, see if we can get loose from our troubles. If this is the solution, no. Is this the solution? Is this? And here we see the 2 of Wands. So it feels like Aries have gotten a little bit tired of this person and put boundaries to your love. You have put boundaries towards your love, while this person is going through this mysterious crisis here. But it's going to give them what they want. They have asked for more happiness. They will find more happiness, but they will find more happiness to going through their sadness, because when we can't feel all our sadness, we can't feel all our happiness. When we can't feel all our anger, we can't feel all our love. So maybe the life became a little bit flattened for this person, and they wanted to experience more passion or more adventure in their life. And this is the most likely action. We can see that they love and respect you a great deal, but this end seems final in some way. And it might be your boundary that you have put towards them that's making it so final here. But I'm also thinking that love is the only thing that survives death. So if this person is going to their dark night of the soul, the die before you die kind of situation in this lifetime, they might come out transformed, and we don't know exactly how this is going to look, but we will find out. Okay. I relit your candle there. So looking at how they view your past, maybe it's enough light, I don't need this lamp, or maybe I do, okay. Ace of Wands, so this passion growing inside of them, there needs to be more to life, and they might have acted a little bit selfish in this situation, maybe taking you for granted and thinking that there would be something much more interesting here in their future. Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So you might have found yourself kind of growing apart, wanting different things, not seeing eye to eye. And this person felt so allured by, they wanted to live life fully. They wanted to take, like, grasp every opportunity. And with these new aces, they might have started something new with life. And this is your reaction. So Queen of Swords, okay, so do whatever you want, bye-bye, basically. King and Queen of Swords in a relationship doesn't show any closeness. It's people that's acting very logically, rather cold, cutting, looking out for their own interest and seeing what's most moral, or in their situation, from their point of view. We can have different sets of morals, and so it can be become very cold and not much intimacy. So I'm thinking the intimacy was failing in an otherwise great relationship because of a person feeling some urge to experience more from life. And this is what they would want to happen. And we have a 7 of Pentacles here with 10 of Pentacles. So it seems like they wish you to wait for them, wait for their return, or wait for them to go through this crisis, or maybe they trust you to wait, or they want to keep you hanging. Lovers, so they still love you, even if you don't really see eye to eye or have the same goal right now. They still feel this love and love connection to you. They still kind of feel married to you, or like you are their family. But there's some gap here, like distance between you, or no forward movement, or nothing really happening. 10 of Wands. So they are struggling with this. I'm thinking they are struggling with the lure from this new thing and the consequences that they face chasing after these new things. So life becomes a little bit of a burden for them. 10-10. The 10s and the 1s, it shows that, yes, it needs some kind of change. Maybe you have learned everything you could learn on this level, so it needed to happen something. Sometimes something from your perspective horrifying to make kind of leveling up in the video game, so it will become a little bit harder because you became expert on the level where you are at. And God knows Earth isn't a paradise, okay? So if you live in paradise, it's probably going to end at some point, and you will be taken away what you were given, and that will become hard for you, and you will grow because of the challenge. This is how life on Earth is arranged. King of Cups. So they still love you, but they have gotten consequences for their action that maybe they didn't count on it. They thought you would wait, or for them to have this crisis, or that you would still be there, and that their action wouldn't have consequences. So I think this have opened their heart and maybe made them, if they took you for granted before, I think they are waking up to that not being a good thing. Like it's bad consequences taking you for granted. Okay, so, but 2 of Cups is the minor arcana, Lovers here, 2 of Cups. So the love doesn't go anywhere, but there seems to be a distance between you, and that makes them realize what they had that was valuable. Okay. I'm hearing only know your lover when you let her go. Lover, when I'm writing it down so I can put it in the description box if I can interpret what I have written. And if I find the song, I put it in the description box, and it can be like a little bit mini reading telling you the story, maybe from their point of view, or mirroring your emotions, or what will happen next, different things. So this is their most likely action. This is what they would want to happen. They would have wished you to wait. They want the relationship still. They are shocked by the consequences, and their heart is open for love. So they want you, and they probably would wish that they could convince you in some way to maybe forgive them, or come back to them, or see through the fingers with their indiscretions. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. So what is actually happening is this person living through the consequences of their own action. And it's another 10 here. It's the 10 of Swords. And we also have the Major Arcana Death card there again. So really showing that this person, they felt the longing because their soul was bored. Their soul needed a challenge. So they did something that was a tad bit self-destructive, that took away what they already had. So they realized what it was worth. It seems to be a very complicated, but it's how we learn. So I can't say more than that. Knight of Wands. So there's still an allure to this future of theirs that they wanted separate from your relationship. And that's something that they are still kind of burning for. They just wish that you would have waited while they traveled the world, or explored another relationship, or got a job across the sea, or whatever it was. 7 of Swords. So they are not being really fair with this request. And they might try to lie about what they really want to be able to keep what they had with you. So be a little bit careful. This is not a trustworthy energy. And 3 of Swords. So you will probably see right through them, and they will be left with the consequence. And this was what their soul wanted to experience at this point. Probably you got caught by much of the fire as well. So this has not been a picnic for you either. But the person it's like they're falling into a pitfall that they probably have fallen into before. They had this longing. They weren't able to be grateful for what they had. They needed adventure, and they end up like their life becomes like a little bit garbage for a while. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any real value. I'm just seeing their fire, like how they are burning for this adventure, and everything falls apart around them. So it must be some kind of karma going on where they have done this before. Maybe they thought, oh, I will find glory, so my wife will be proud of me, or my husband will be proud of me. So I will travel far and wide. And when I come back, my whole family is dead from some disease, so they couldn't defend themselves against like some perpetrators. So they're gone. When I come back, they're gone. Everything is over, like nothing is left for me. And it seems like this person does it again and again and again and again. I want to marry you. It almost looks like you're already married. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, the Lovers. So they would want to stay married with you, or be married to you. And everything in their current existence is reminding them of you. And they're trying to heal their broken heart. It's not going that great. They end up still brokenhearted here, as far as I can see. And I was a fool. And they didn't feel like a fool. Like they felt like they had their shit together, and that you are kind of the one being fooled. But then, you know, whoever digs a pit for other people often find themselves falling into that pit themselves. And I think that's what's happened. They started up, like, there's another saying in Swedish, if you grab too much, you will lose it all. So it feels like this person had like this big mouth, was really smart, feeling superior, and thinking that they had nothing to lose. and then they lost everything, and they suffer the consequences of their own actions here. So what will they do with this information? For me, money is important. So this with success, glory, honor, career, traveling the world, getting a name, living forever. And like, even if you die, your name lives forever. It's some kind of survival fear, like fear of dying. Maybe that's what the whole thing is about. They fear death is coming closer, and they want to push in so much like adventure they can in this life, and they want to make a name for themselves, so something will survive after them when they are gone. And they might not realize that everything will become to dust except for the love that you share with other people. That survives also death, and your experience survives death, but everything else will be taken away from you. People will forget your name. It will all turn to dust in the wind, and they are trying to make something tangible out of this dust. They're trying to resist death, so they are not prepared to die before they die, and realize that whatever happens is fine. Everything you own will eventually be lost. You will lose everything you have gained on earth. You will lose it, and you will die. And that's how the game is rigged. So money is important. They want to make a name for themselves. I want to aim for something better for themselves. Yes, they felt this. Oh, is this all? Life needs to be more. Maybe I have this good of a husband, or this good of a wife. Maybe I can get a better one. Or I have this good of a friend. Maybe I could have an even better friend. Or maybe this family is more interesting than this part of the family. So they got a little bit full of themselves there, and forgot to count their blessings. And it's all right. It's this soul's journey. I'm not saying that they made a mistake. This is how they learn, by feeling this longing. I'm thinking the divine is tricking us a little bit, making this person feeling this longing for adventure, and then crashing and burning, being very challenged. I never felt like this before. I love you more than words can say. My surrounding didn't approve. So it's an element again of you not being good enough to, show off, or like you didn't give them this aura of success. But they feel very much like the love for you, and they have never felt this hurt before, not in this lifetime as they remember. They probably have felt more pampered and more loved, so they were very surprised how it felt to be without the pampering and the love, and that this was super, super scary. And I think the surrounding didn't approve also about their actions, so they might have been shunted out by other people in their surrounding that didn't like their change, or how they recklessly threw everything overboard, or so they might become a little bit of an outcast in their social group as well, and people have rejected their behavior. So again, with the consequences. So it's almost like the story with Pharaoh and Moses, where God hardened Pharaoh's heart so that he wouldn't let Moses go. So it wasn't Pharaoh that didn't want to let Moses go. It was God that hardened Pharaoh's heart so that God would be able to statue the examples. And it seems like this is the same thing happening here. So I can't say that Pharaoh, in this case, being the person most on your mind, does have all the responsibility. It seems like it's rigged. It's rigged so we will make mistakes, so that we will learn. New love, getting to know each other, codependency. So they might have had someone new, or they just wanted to know this, like see other things, meet other people, see new countries, work on in different towns. They wanted to have this new thing and see what they were missing out on. And they were kind of counting on you being codependent to this situation, and just, nicely waiting here and being ridiculed or humiliated, and you would still love them forever, because this was what they had experienced from you, and they didn't count on you becoming all in self-respect. But that's where you seem to be right now. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I'm feeling like you have learned also to appreciate yourself more, and what you give more, and what you have to offer, both yourself and other people, that you won't give it away to someone that's not worthy of this. So they ended up very poor, and you ended up realizing how rich you were. And this has been maybe another dynamic in the relationship before, like underneath the surface, that you should be grateful for being with them, and now they realize they should have been grateful for being with you. So things change. These cards, this kind of sticked. And power, you instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. So this is what you have learned. And romance, Cupid arrow strikes. So their love for you is actually what makes them grow. Like your teaching or the consequences that you give also gives them like spiritual knowledge. So to be with you and do wrong by you gave them the right kind of consequences to grow as a spirit. And we see the snake in the paradise here. It always needs to be there, because in other case we will just stay in heaven and we wouldn't see anything else or learn anything else. We would still be naked eating apples. I kind of miss the time. I kind of want to go back. Animals seems to have it easy. They have their ecological niche in the nature, and they just eat leaves all day or something else. And for humans it's a struggle. So I wouldn't mind living in paradise, but universe says no, I want to experience more. And this longing seems to have also being contagious on this person. So they have the same longing as the universe to break free from paradise and what's next. Okay, and it doesn't seem to be all that what we imagined. Maybe it's not what it cracked up to be. Okay, so I would urge you to watch the reading The True Thoughts and Feelings for Aries in the True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. Maybe that will reveal more or about another relationship that you are wondering about. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. And if you subscribe, you can also become a member to my channel and get access to my premium content videos, readings for the membership collective, all my tarot readings ads free and ahead of time for my extended and full members, and also personal readings for the full members. Click the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. And for my regular viewers, not much have changed, except you get more videos from me, and the old type of videos arrives a few days earlier than they did before. They are now being posted Thursday to Sunday instead of Tuesday to Friday the following week. And to not miss out on any other of my content, you can visit my channel. There's a lot of different playlists with your favorite videos. And if you click the arrow to see more, you will only see the last 12 videos from that playlist. So rather click the headline to see all the videos that the playlist contains. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. Until next time, take really good care and bye-bye.